Decentralization Media.
Hi, I am Mr. M. In this video, we are going to look about mining process. In our previous videos, we looked what is blockchain and how the blockchain works. So if you are new to this mining process, just go and look into those videos so you'll be get understanding about what is blockchain and how blockchain works and how you can explain blockchain in a theoretical and technical view. So let's go into the topic. Before getting to know about mining, we need to understand why we need mining. So the one reason that why we need mining is to verify the transactions. If you take an example as a centralized process where we use the banks to make the money transactions, we use the bank to verify our transactions as well. When we are transferring some money to another person, the bank will be verify that whether we have the enough fund in our account to transfer it and whether the other person has the valid account to receive that money as well. But this Bitcoin is a decentralized system where there's no central party to verify these transactions and approve this one. So for that, there should be people, or there should be a group of people who can verify this transaction. So for that, we are using mining. We are during the mining process, any user can join this mining process and anyone can validate these transactions. So whoever validating these transactions will be get some rewards, and that is the rewards will be come as mining rewards as well. And this is a decentralized process, so there's no need authentication or approval to become a miner. So anyone can become the miner and they can validate any transaction that they want, and they can create the next blocks as well. And the second reason that we need mining is to create new coins. In a centralized scenario where the country's central bank, they want to print some currencies, so if they're running out of currencies, so they'll be go and print the new currencies. But in a decentralized Bitcoin scenario where there's no one to create this, there's no admin or there's no valid person where you can create these new currencies. So for that, we are using mining process, where each time when there's a mining happens and the new block created, the mining rewards will be goes as newly created bitcoins. So that's how the new bitcoins will be comes into the market, and that's how the new bitcoins will be circulated in the market as well, in the name of mining rewards. So when there's a new block created for that, in Bitcoin scenario, each 10 minutes there will be a new block created. So each time when there's a transaction scheme, after 10 minutes, anyone can do the mining process. So when there's a miner using to do a mining process, so first of all, he need to have the same version of the blockchain ledger as the other users as well, because to maintain that ledger version, so then only he can validate the transactions and he can make a valid newly created block. When Alice and Steve are making transactions, so we can take this four as a new chain and a type of a blockchain where we can have only four nodes, and Alice and Steve are making transaction. Then other than those two accounts, anyone can do the mining process. So Bob and Mark can comes become as a miners, and what they'll be doing it is Bob will be and Mark will be both will be receive a hash. So in this hash, it will be contain previous transaction hash and other transaction details along with timestamp and how much money it's paid for these transitions and what is the root block root hash. So all these Merkle root hash, all these informations will be included, and they will be create a hash value. So we explained in our previous videos where how you can create these blocks and what are the informations will be included and how Merkle tree works and how this hash functions works. So if you are new to these topics, please go and watch those videos so you'll be get an understanding about this. So let's come to here. So once you get this hash value, along with that, Bob will get a nonce as well. And Bob knows that what kind of a hash that he want to create it. So it's like expected output. So in this hash, you can see that there are leading zeros. So these leading zeros are the ones that maintain the difficulty of this block mining, or is the mining difficulties. When there's a difficulty is going less, then the Bitcoin code will add another zero and make it more difficult for the miners to create this hash or identify this hash and doing this mining process. So when he get the hash, he knows that he can't change any values inside the hash because that is created by all the transaction data. So the only position he can do changes is in the nonce. So what he'll be doing is he'll be append these nonce and the hash value together, and he'll be try to create a hash. So he'll be append these two strings, and then he'll be perform a SHA-256 hashing algorithm in Bitcoin scenario, and he'll be create a hash, and he'll be check whether it's matching with the expected output. So if it is not matching, then he'll be goes and he can change the nonce because he can't make any changes in the hash value. So he'll be change this nonce and he'll be again append it, and he'll be again try to create it. So likewise, he'll be do this process until he finds the expected output as he looks, and once he finds this expected output, he'll be go and create this next block. So this expected output, that hash value will becomes as the fingerprint of that block, and they will be create a new block that's linked with the previous block as a previous hash. So once this block is created, then the Bob will be transfer that blocks into other users as other nodes as well, and they'll be go and they'll be do their validations and they'll be add with their chains. So once this block is added and validated as approved correct one, then Bob will be get a new bitcoins as mining rewards, as well as he'll be get a portion of transaction fees as well. So once he get these two things, the transactions will be happens smoothly in the decentralized way in bitcoin scenarios. So we'll see evolution of miners. So in those early days, like 2009 and 2010, where we can use our desktop machines to do this mining process. But then people started because those days there will be very less transactions and there is very less accounts created. So it's very easy for a low performing machines to do this mining process. But then people were try to use graphic cards as well, because so mining process is like a game. So who is the one finding this block first will be get all the rewards. So even there are like millions of users are trying to participate in this mining process and try to find the next block, but only the one person can be the winner, because who is the one validating it correctly and who is the one finding this so fast will be get all the rewards as well as transaction fee. All the users were like trying to use desktops, they were upgraded to graphic cards because it's very fast to do mining those days, and then they were went to specially programmed chips, and now we are using ASIC chips. So the application specific integrated circuit chips, so those are the ones specifically built for bitcoin minings. And nowadays we went to one step ahead as well, where we are using mining pools, where there will be a warehouse kind of a area where there will be so much of miners implanted, and there will be thousands of miners, and then all these miners will be comes together and they will be trying to create these new blocks. So when they are trying to create these new blocks, they will be get these blocks rewards, and they'll be shared with these mining between these mining chips, and then they'll be get that as a pool, and they'll be earn these monies through this mining process while they are maintaining these mining pools. And these are the mining pools that are out there. So mostly mining pools for the especially for the bitcoin mining pools are mostly centered to china and a couple of other countries where they use green energies, because when we are doing mining process it will be time costly as well as electricity cost, because when you're using high computation power, that means you are burning your electricity as well. So once you're burning your electricity, that is equal to the money. So whoever using these mining pools, they'll be mostly use green energy, and they'll be use these mining pools, and they'll be run and they'll be earn monies as well. So this is the additional information where we can compare it mining and electricity consumption. So in the countries that are marked in orange color in this map, those are the countries that are consuming lesser energy than Bitcoin mining. So that much of electricity energy that we are using for Bitcoin mining. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you like it, and do subscribe our channel and click the bell icon for future videos. And please comment whatever questions you have in the comment sections. Thank you.
Decentralization Media.